What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Now, today we are talking about my man Kanye West, and we all know who he is. I remember when I first heard of Kanye West, and that was around, I would say this is around like 2003, 2004, something around that time, 2002. Kanye West was just a producer, producing most of, Jay-Z's songs on the Blueprint. And that was before, he was kind of doubling, as a MC at the same time. But he was really, one of hip hop's up and coming producers at the time with Rockefeller. And from then to now, from those of us who grew up kind of like with Kanye West and those who grew up on him, we've never seen the things that he's doing many other folks do. Now he's like worth more than Jay-Z. I would never thought about that. And he's now worth $1.3 million according to Forbes, with a lot of that being hooked onto his Yeezy trainer line, right? Now, I don't know if you guys don't remember this, but a few years back, he was actually like broke, and he was mad at Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, for not loaning him some money. But my man Kanye West and Kim, they're doing good, man. He has like $17 million in cash, $35 million in stock, $81 million in property, $21 million in land. Listen, man, the boy is doing good, right? His label, Good Music, is doing good. And Yeezy is worth $1.3 billion. And Kanye West says it's not just 1.3 billion, it's 3.3 billion, all right? So we're going to give my man a round of applause right now, right? So if you got to put a on the background, I definitely can celebrate his hustle. He is an African American. He grew up from a single parent home. His mother died, relatively young in his career. He was an adult. But I'm a person, I like to see our African American men doing very well, because nobody's going to sit here and tell me that he did not work his ass off to get to where he's at. He did. Every billionaire works hard to get to where they're at, right? But let me talk about this. Earlier today, I was watching Dr. Boyce Watkins, and Dr. Boyce Watkins put out a video, and he changed the title of the video. But Dr. Boyce's video says that Kanye West billions won't mean anything if he doesn't help the black community. It was something around that phrase. It was then retitled to something else. And people like Dr. Boyce Watkins, I call them the pocket watchers of the black community, because they're always looking at where people's money is going. And a lot of this comes from, maybe somebody like Kanye West probably not partnering with somebody like them. It wouldn't be a problem if Kanye West was partnering with Dr. Boyce Watkins. He would not be saying, do something in the black community, right? But since he's not, let's take the opportunity to say that if you don't do stuff in the black community with your $1 billion, it's not worth anything. Not that Kanye West even knows who Dr. Boyce Watkins is or cares, right? But this kind of attitude that very successful black people are responsible for doing something for the others in black America, it's ridiculous, okay? Let me go on record and say that nobody, black, successful, owes anybody in black America shit. They don't, all right? I'm a guy, I don't work nearly as much as Kanye West does, but I do work a lot. I wish one of you would come down my door and say, oh, you owe the black community something. I don't owe you nothing. I do it because I want to. Kanye West doesn't owe black people nothing. Zero. At all. Do you get it? Nothing. Okay? And that's what's wrong with Negroes in Africa. That's what's going wrong in the Black America. All these people are sitting back like somebody owes you something. Nobody owes you shit. Because let me talk about what Boyce Watkins says. He said, and I don't want to play his voiceover, but he says there's so many people in the Black America that need help. And Kanye West is sitting around bragging on his achievements. He can go back to the ghetto or to the hood where he's from and give 5,000 jobs to young Black men who need a job. Well, let me ask you a question, Boyce, and people who think like you. Why do Black people have those children that need jobs? Like, isn't it the parents' responsibility to create jobs for their children, to earn money for their kids? Why do you have kids that you can't take care of? You see, these are the hard conversations that Black people or Africans or Black folks all over the world, you don't want to have this. These are painful conversations, right? But see, if you were to take care of your own kids and save money before you had kids, so you wouldn't bring kids in the world that you couldn't take care of, you wouldn't be needing to ask Kanye West or any other successful Black person to bail you out. Because that's what you're asking for. You're asking for Kanye West to provide 5,000 jobs for people, and I'm going to be honest, who probably can't appreciate it. And I'm going to use my own story. I tell this story a lot. I'm from Sacramento, California. 2015, in my neighborhood of Del Paso Heights, which is, one of the notorious ghettos, one of the notorious most dangerous places in Northern California is Del Paso Heights. Everybody knows about it. The park in my neighborhood is called Mama Mark's. It's a park that has two different parks, but the same name. It's adjacent to one another. It's a park with a continuation. You can go across the street and the park continues. The city of Sacramento, we had a big problem because the park hadn't been renovated, okay? So the Sacramento Kings and Vlade Divac, who was then and still is a general manager, they came out and they renovated this whole brand new park for Del Paso Heights. It was beautiful. The city of Sacramento came out there, people filmed it, it was clapping. That was in 2015. Within 2 years, the Blacks and the people in that community let the park get destroyed. It was even worse than when they started. All right? And what am I saying? It's not that the park couldn't be taken away, but it's the mindset of the people who take care of the park. See, you can throw money at people, give people jobs. You can donate money to them, but it doesn't mean anything if these people don't have a change of heart. They don't change their mind. They'll still throw trash everywhere, right? They'll still might not appreciate the job. They didn't do anything to get that money. So they want to work, but do they appreciate the job? I'm not saying all of them don't, but see, here's the situation. They're not doing it. See, the people who live in these cities have money. They spend money on weaves. They spend money on sandals. They spend money on drugs. They spend money on guns. They spend money on Jordans, Xboxes. See, Black people spend their money on whatever the hell they want to spend it on. But then you're going to look for somebody like Kanye West to come back and give all his money while the people that live there don't do shit. They don't do anything. Why? Does that make any sense? That's dumb. It's dumb. Like I said, it is dumb. It makes no sense. Black people want to spend their money on whatever they want to spend it on. They can go buy to the mall and buy thousands of dollars worth of stuff, but then their kids don't have a summer job. Black people don't even support Black businesses to the point where businesses can stay open. That's not Kanye West's fault. He doesn't owe Black people anything. The people who live in those communities owe Black people something. Stop having kids you can't take care of. If you can't have kids, don't have kids out of marriage. Don't have kids you can't take care of. If you can't support Black businesses, stop asking somebody for a bailout. That's all Black folks are doing that think like Dr. Boyce. Oh, well, you ain't really Black if you don't give your billions to us. Oh, you ain't really Black if you don't spend. Shut up. Just shut up. Stop. Stop. Just stop. You guys sound like idiots, buffoons, retarded. Okay? That's what it sounds like. It sounds stupid. It doesn't make sense for you to sit there and demand that somebody black owes you something because they're successful and you're not. There's plenty of people in the black community that have billions of dollars and they waste it. So anyways, I'm tired of talking about this. I'm getting a little bit upset. So guys, thank you for listening to the show. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Check it out and let me know what's going on here. Go into the first comment pinned to the top, and as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Make sure you check out my Teespring, the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, and we're out. Peace.